Number 6, the importance of resting. Every game of soccer includes halftime. In order to continue to play strong, players need to take a break. If they go for 90 minutes or more without resting or getting water, they will not be able to compete effectively. Can anyone guess what I'm going to compare this one to? Yep, the Sabbath. Jesus takes time for resting and for prayer. He spends 40 days in the wilderness. He retreats into the mountains with the disciples. He goes to the garden to spend time with God. All of these things renew his energy and revitalize his ministry. We too need to be sure to take a break once in a while and do things that bring us joy. I'm pretty sure that if we do, we will perform better and be a happier person overall. Number 7, life is not predictable. I can't remember a World Cup with so many surprises. The teams from Europe, who are usually big contenders, are not playing so well, while teams that usually go home early, like Japan and the US, made it to the round of 16. The best example of this is Italy. Last time, they won the World Cup. This year, they finished last in their group and have been sent home. Same with the French team, who was second place 4 years ago and have also been eliminated. It just goes to show that we never know what to expect. Most of us know all too well about the unpredictability of life. Sometimes we're Japan, and sometimes we're Italy. In both situations, when unexpected things happen, whether victory or defeat, it is our working together that sees us through. Number 8, life is not always fair. One of the most unpredictable things in soccer is how the referee is going to call the game. In soccer, there's no playback or repeal of the call. Once it's done, and there's nothing you can do about it. Unfortunately, this gives the refs a lot of power, and sometimes they use it unfairly. For example, when the US played Algeria, the ref called a foul against the Americans for no apparent reason, taking away their goal, changing it from a win to a tie. At times, life deals us a bad hand. This life is full of pain and suffering. 80% of the world lives in poverty. Half of the people in the world are suffering from hunger and malnutrition. How do we cope with all this suffering? Well, I've got 2 more numbers left, so let's see what I've got. Number 9, determination and perseverance go a long way. In the game against Algeria I just mentioned, the Americans were down 2-0 after the first half of the game, but they didn't let that stop them. They rallied together, set their faces, and turned the game into a win. Well, according to the ref, it was a tie, but we know better. Today's gospel speaks of Jesus' determination. Very early in his ministry, Jesus sets his sights on Jerusalem, despite knowing what is in store for him there. I love how the author captures it. Jesus sets his face. I can just imagine him, staring pensively at the distance, then squaring his shoulders, clenching his jaw, and saying to himself, God, it's in your hands. Let's do this. And we've made it to number 10. We are all playing the same game. Soccer is soccer, no matter how you play. We may look different and come from different places, but it's still soccer. And we can't play the game alone. We are in this together, win or lose. There are people here to cheer you on, to mourn with you when you experience loss, and to celebrate your victories with you. In short, we are not alone, and God is our biggest fan. Ultimately, if Jesus were to travel to the World Cup, I think he would find a microcosm of the world, good, bad, and glorious. The question for us is, do we have what it takes to face life's obstacles? I think the answer lies in how we live our lives. If we can work together and trust in God, we are already World Cup champions, and not even a ref can take that away from us. Amen.